Midofo Rose, Diamond Grand Ray Estate 4, and I'm a meniaji say you. And then Missuma ye land owner, say Ebano land promotions in Quadia, Diamond Grand Ray Estate, ye number 1. Make us say ya promotion air cost of the day. Very huge discount. Yes, and you don't come you, don't come me. Dentura, as I say ye 28,000, ye di about 22,000. Obey my 18,000, ye di about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Omon sasinia ye genuine, no longer, no litigation. Who pass asia any insuumudia and the insutobre and also auto asasi. Intimidia dance ye say Diamond Grand Ray Estate, ye number 1. Or more payment plan. I will bet me and kakra. Promotion we first 10 people ebe to assassin. Ebenya 10 bags of cement, blocks, any free documentation. Won't pay we now pay. Free one see 0552 487 385. Hello, Midofo Rose, Diamond Grand Ray Estate 4, and I'm a meniaji say you. And then Missuma ye land owner, say Ebano land promotions in Quadia, Diamond Grand Ray Estate, ye number 1. Make us say ya promotion air cost of the day. Very huge discount. Yes, and you don't come you, don't come me. Dentura, as I say ye 28,000, ye di about 22,000. Obey my 18,000, ye di about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Omon sasinia ye genuine, no longer, no litigation. Who pass asia any insuumudia and the insutobre and also auto asasi. Intimidia dance ye say Diamond Grand Ray Estate, ye number 1. Or more payment plan. I will bet me and kakra. Promotion we first 10 people ebe to assassin. Ebenya 10 bags of cement, blocks, any free documentation. Won't pay we now pay then. Free one see 0552 487 385. Hello, Midofo Rose.
ya mashefu nyina ajo ewa makwaba Diamond Kasia su eni wo memo samni ya mahudro sun sama ya boabo no emre asusa ya deba somo ewa Diamond Television su ene eya wasana bosumida etosun kron won pimpimienu ni eduonu enaimu ape Kasia bono ensem ebedimu akutini bi enese Mampenyi na nado dankwa ekufu ado edi atudwa se Ghana bono humodi ye papa se 1992 constitution no yeyi ento nchine
Ghana National Guard Center nene omo akasa
Nana ama ayenso asara wotoso miensa achiremu se ensama amanfo dodo na ekafa na pohu se wombu ade ne ade nokra biara eni
arehosema eboboba efi Winneba Junction akwansia BSC
Yene nsama huduo bi ene nanwumre ya boabo na yede baba sommo ewo Diamond Kasia so yede aseda ebema Diamond Ground Real Estate and after Diamond Ground Travel and Tour Diamond Ground Real Estate se wo pasa se krojen asase amanso biara eni ho asase a woni langard po enya asam dia na se wodi wani atwemu ewo na hye after Diamond Ground Travel and Tour so se fa wakwenton krata asem biara Babadano, Wabasha, Bia Kama, Edia Ma, Quinian so Abeda, Bibia, Peso to Kai, Equa Butcher, Equia Juma Enteno, for any Ebechemo, Ewana say, or Mebua, Opa on a child, Quandia, Walla Pass, Tabora, number 5, for Mono Diamond TV, and a word I conem.
I said that fabrics and so Efya was say, Whoop fabrica, F, na F, for the Bia mechanic say, Obintia say, I fabrics, maybe one my F, F, na Benya be so I said that fabrics pay. We're going to check our new Color Shopping Mall inside the Honoma Eye on the Methodist Book Depot and the Air Mubora Honoma Naje or Fabrica F na F.
Happens on Ben Light Enterprise was saying Kania Papa Efya was a car by Nikita. Opesa was Pekio Kan and Naya Fene Dimudia. Not just our last stop on Ben Light Enterprise. Uko Piemo, our Ben Light. I say, dear, what born not to say, O car now. Opesa was Pecking a Feno. Ni bibia be kwa kama ede ama wo penetrate find dia owo incline aboso kan City Light Junction
Golden Touch Beauty Center and so Efya I na so be na aba wanim na so hu de obeye no pimples ene ne ma bia tetebu widi ene ni atese hu ekwan awon fanfa so no I Golden Touch say bra no betu ni na se ede ama hwe ne cha kwan our new Color Shopping Mall inside honoma be Golden Touch e wo hobora honom no mo ehwe yi
ne kwa mo no so no wusiesie we ni na chese se wunya dia ode be maintain e friend maintenance ai o pe dia enku ahodo papa na supplement kan supplement say supplement ade e boy e ready na papa enti no wo pe supplement ahodo na chese eniama ahodo betu dia maintain wo skin and wo body ni na dimu dia na chese Hajjusly Empire Efya wo se brana say ye obema onyinyi na bi wo pe na cha kwan dia owo eye La Paz abeka kwan na so ni total filling station no and the junction nim say nyuma kwai and enanyumai wo mo boy e chidoma ye the Diamond Kasia ebesom akenkan fo eye me ma osipanyo mini aba
Efya Frimpomaah
ye beda ne ye ho aba ye ba ye de kasebo ni nchemu ebeto aso
Grand Ray Estate for and I'm a meniaji say you and then Misuma ye land owner say ebano land promotions in Quadia Diamond Grand Ray Estate ye number 1 make us say ya promotion e kwaso de dende very huge discount yes and you don't come Dentura as I say ye 28,000 ye di about 22,000 obey mine 18,000 ye di about 12,000 Ghana cedis omunsasi nia ye genuine no longer no litigation who pass any nsuomudia and ensutobre and also woto asase intimedia dance say Diamond Grand Ray Estate ye number 1 omo payment plan a wo betumi atuo ne nkakra promotion we first 10 people ebe beto asase no ebenya 10 bags of cement blocks any free documentation wompe we now peden free one see 0552 487 385
Emma Bibiara Aqua Babium says, Sister, and I would chim with Fidiano Ato Hadiana, a Diamond Cassia, and I will Nugusu will share our Diamond television so afe, Cassia born in Chumu any. Mampenina Nado Dankwa, a Kufu Ado, Edia, to just say, a yadia or mine Ghana, ya boy, and who year papa, a son say, a memo or how mine Ghana, Efya Frimpomaah. Your 1992 constitution and yadia yatuni nyina egusua the year juma what the same way atudwa e Jubilee House in crime.
Grace of God has escaped the difficulties that are confronting many other countries of West Africa, especially the terrorist insurgency that began in Mali and has spread eastwards and southwards in the region. And I believe a big reason for that has been the strength of democratic institutions in Ghana that has meant that our people recognize that the safest and most secure way to securing their future is to continue to live on a government under governance which allows them to determine who their rulers are at any one time, and not a group of soldiers or redeemers or liberators or whatever they're called. And it has helped reinforce the stability of our country. It has reinforced the unity of Ghana, and it's put us in the position to confront the challenges that are before our people. We've had a very difficult time in the last 2 or 3 years because of all the matters that you know about, the COVID pandemic, the explosion that occurred as a result of the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the aggression of Ukraine.
Information Act to ensure that state institutions are transparent in their dealings and that Ghanaians can demand for accountability from state actors. The reforms implemented in the education sector under your leadership have also been transformative, equipping the next generation with skills and knowledge necessary to navigate the future. You have delivered on your promise to make education free up to the senior high level and TVET schools.
Ene enipa miensa asofra mu edinse ewo Jubilee House se omo beye ambassadors. Enipa miensa e wodi eye Major General Charles Abedi Asumani ene Mr. Pepra Ampietum and afi Alhaji Fawaz.
What the 12 events of COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine conflict have taught all of us is that we have to strengthen and deepen our ties of cooperation and bonds of friendship with all friendly nations. No country can afford to go it alone. We either succeed together or we perish together. And this is where your work as ambassadors will be needed the most. To Major General Awiti, I must stress that part of your responsibilities at the multilateral level is to work with the government of your accreditation to assist in prosecuting our common agenda in the fight against armed conflicts, terrorism, violent extremism, climate change, and the illicit outflow of funds from Africa. As you take on your new role, you carry the hopes and aspirations of a nation that prides itself on its stability and democracy. Ghana's enviable reputation on the global stage is due to the commendable conduct of her people and their adherence to democratic principles. You are now a custodian of this reputation, and it is your duty to enhance and protect it.
Mr. President, in response to your charge to, among others, to be exemplary ambassadors of this great nation, we assure you of our determination to vigorously and diligently pursue our shared aspirations and advance our foreign policy and national interests in the conduct and discharge of our duties and responsibilities. In doing so, Mr. President, we want to state that we will need and be very dependent on the guidance, valued advice, and support of the Presidency, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, as well as relevant ministries, departments, and agencies.
Yet, Cassia Bonosudia, Nana Ayensua, Sarah, or Tosumiensa, how no, and a year will mind him, our danger, traditional area, no, our infinitely mountain at the home at Chay and say. Na po our ye NPP, a man you kono one running mate, no, a man for the dona, eka se, o mua dear, where ya home, so any adia, no, and yadiano crab yara, ever san sim, what you must say, or no dear, what in any other form, now who said na po a you be was senable a cano cray, and yes, I will more dear.
I said, you will be any dadano. Honorable Opoku Prepare, and one moja, and one intinim. Enunti se okasa akukudro na oye de dwuma so a enunti nkofo afa na akukudro ne se oye impi ana so se omuyade sa sum na de nsira ye wo ye hu no eya mark akukudro sunsun no ene na ehye yanso eno na kire se danger yenimku eno so yenim edwane yenimku na mom yenim edwane eno nti se wo ya danger ni bia na okasa wo se sunsun no ewonimu eno nti se ya kasa aya na akukudro de we ye wo no de obeka ni se omo ye empi anaso yomu ade enti sa eno na yama mo eho enyom no sade ye wura na pona ewo ha ende no obeka dikudie nti a me ka so oye ye moja no
they are straight about aba wudie se ensure amushia ina nanom ema ne koka asante ho asante amushia me na nakufo ma okoka Ghana ho ma Ghana ye Ghana senshia bi na lebe siro se umbishia ya ko Ghana ya ko Ghana esiro amaka na nyane tuma baide ebize enshano enshane fifia ubia na adam Ghana beto na nano me die fie hasan fie hanan aje Ghana esiro abla amabuni graide abina ho faso enti modia ana monana no ye hweso enti ama ni ameka nchem se obi na se no munya amanyosem na ndoko wanka nsa osibona na no mu nse party atare na no anya amanyosem be dey na no me amanyosem ebia na nanye NDC ebia na nanye MPP na se mo na Nigeria high school here akoko football no mutimi ko ba bia mu it's no na NDC ene una na ba mu de oye de MPP
ekobia ye frɛ won youth for Alan enene wakasa se nyame anim no nukreni wo mo do onmonyamfo Alan Chamatin ye pa nanso wo mo sa edo NPP ene Dr. Bawumia enti no woda no wachi asa akọ NPP akwa support
tiche mu kakra bae ema party ni bi mafirim kọ afafanto na ya tete bu mu ehun ya de minim de okodi afafanto achi but ye nkrofo nso bi ekodi akire a ene national headquarters adawroma omati committee bi omonama omone ye mabunu ni mpanyimfo ekasa se omati ada omkodi afafanto achi awo pep ema MPP party no obeba abeka ho ne breaki 8 enti ya dwene ho ne yehun se ye nkrofo omwo bunu region and even the whole Ghana no our material ye frɛ wo mo so mo nyina mra ma yen so MPP mu yen so Dr. Bawumia mu na yen pushi say ye betimi break 8 na anmamu pa akufu adone Bawumia de amaye no Dr. Bawumia so ne Dr. Matthew Huku Prempe e betimi ato aso de yakọ nkunim enti de yeso ye be yan say na me diga ka youth caucus for Alan ye press conference ya ye de normal gwa kwam a ye beti ewra constituency bia na ye wo uzona leader odim minu ya say wenchi minu ya wo Sunyane West ya wo Doma Central for ha Doma East wa ha ya ne omo ba besia kwa Efya Frimpomaah was ne o data id aduma obi a wate ada na yesen ko ofre radio on free bio the opposed to alana ne on post to Dr. Baumia the opposed to Canada Japan on post to Dr. Baumia ya ben nantia hwe sankofo ni nyina ka omo bala ya ma fi ya be pushi party machinery forward.
Se ukọ MPP mremu na yesi etam bia ne yesi eye tam na yeko primaries ni de no bia ho kwan se o support candidate ope ba se ya wie enti yesi MPP manyina osoro manyina e support Ewura Mahmudu Bawumia simple obia oye fufuo ofiri o wa brochiro o Ghana ba bia wo bia ya akokro o ya bro so far as our sawe wo abeto aba no nko ade e so support osoro ni osoro yi no na asem bia amfa na sebonko
tambo fe ne de o ma ya de pa because minim ko fu baby o ma ti ada e san se o ni pana no mo support ne na yent e bi mo aba mo abu o ma ya ma de se ne o mo na kran so aba enti gina ye o ma sini de kama kwa yes se obi ade no be she na bi ya come because it is possible.
Yet to Akasia Bono Sudia, not Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, would Munyam George Mekuduka, and another day, Wabo, Ada traditional leaders, no Apasuye Papa, Ewa one more hour, the Abua one electro chem, Sango, salt mining project, no emu.
History of Songo, in there, or your man's song, misunderstanding, a mouthful, or pre and all that. But Yankoponadum, Yenya Ghana, all committed so much with the support of this government to build a dam infrastructure, Kesa Otterdam. Moye de Yenina Yambwa, Monye, Efya Doma Witum Wafa, 1,800. The future of this company, or a company as a bois, or by one of the best in the world, and it could also employ no less than 5,000 people at a go. Nti mjizide or a company or the nyina yeboa yeso mebi Ghana government yenwe dechi wokom ewo modena de mwebi of factor there as a boa mo also seed no obeboa every South Africa we use gold to develop Joburg, and they are proud of because the owners of those concessions were South Africans. Ghana had on to them big mining companies or foreigners there. This is you to me. I build the local champions. Once we Ghana for Kabi Obinye Ghana Hara to what we use for they develop Ghana. I'm happy there. Electro Kama Ghana, be leading or Ghana, or use na Faso Benyano Beka Ghana Hara. On Cherbiara Bongunda area ha Oboy Kesepa. I'm sure there is even building a port or to worship some of the refined salt out of the country. All this Kabeba or Manimu.
I think the people of Hadan have accepted it. They've seen that all we've been asking for as a people is the community participation or the local participation or the local content within the salt mining value chain. And by the grace of God, they also made a recommendation that Electrochem should continue to cede more of its concession to the locals. And that is all we've been asking for from day one. So Parliament saying that it's going to be kind of enforcement or obligatory on Electrochem to do it. Yes, the company was doing it before the recommendation even came, but once it's part of Parliament's recommendation, it means that the company is going to know that it is being backed by Parliament, and you can't just do it partially, but you have to do it to its full potential.
JHA is very thankful that the matter moved to Parliament, and when it got there, JHA is equally pleased that the conclusions now is that give them some place and Electrochem should carry on with his work. So one thing that we have noted is that none of them is saying Electrochem should not do the work. So this time around, Electrochem has taken the initiative and is giving groups certain areas to do their pans. If you really want to do it, then please make contact with Electrochem, and then they will see what they can do about it.
Minister for Gender and Social Protection, Onmonyafo Dakwa Newman NNA, Wakasa says school feeding program at Ekosono, and ne ye ba besesa no e dey call digitalization process a ebetimi aboa Ghana ye pa.
Our school feeding program will no longer be running a manual system. We're going to be running an information management system to manage the entire process, to manage the CATRA selection module, to manage the data collection module, and to manage the payments section of it. So everything will be run online going forward. You're going to see a publication in the papers concerning the first module that has to do with the CATRA selection process. This process is opening it up to every prospective CATRA to apply online. And so they would have to pay 200 Ghana cedis. They'll create a profile, they make payments, then they can work on the form, they can apply to be a Ghana school feeding CATRA. We'll be running a pilot system in 2 constituencies, that is in New Drubbing South and I think Karachi East. So this pilot process that they're going to go through for these 2 districts will be the final one. When we roll out the national one, they will not have to go through the system already because they've already been employed through the system. There are requirements which need to be fulfilled. Because the Ghana School Feeding Program, you should be able to prove that you can pre-finance. As you all know, it's paid after the term. And so you need proof that you can pre-finance. You should have about 5,000 cedis in an account as showing proof that you can pre-finance it, and that should be fine. With every business, you need to have a business operating permit. And so that is also a requirement that is needed. You need a health certificate as well. The full list of requirements will be published in the dailies when we put out the request for quotation. Prospective caterers will see all the requirements that they need to satisfy in order to be selected as a caterer for the 2024-2025 academic year and the 2025-2026 academic year. When it comes to the information management system, I talked about the second module being the data collection. So with data collection, it's also going to be online going forward in collecting data, in ensuring that people cooked or they didn't cook. Everything is going to be on the MIS, that system. And it's going to give us real-time updates. We will know today the number of caterers who cooked. We don't have to wait till the end of the term. Because it was paperwork, they now have to put everything together, send it to the region, send it to national, they validate. So it smoothens the process. It streamlines the process for everybody. It makes it a more efficient system. And that's why it's needed at this point, that we leave the paperwork behind and we work with a paperless and online system where it's digital. We are digitalizing the system to make it streamlined and to make it efficient for everybody, caterers, the ministry, the secretariat, everybody that has an input to play.
Bono East Regional Health Directorate at a year one mid-year performance review our day. Extra senior one a jumano 2 points.
There is 0.2%. 2021, there is 0.32%. 2022, there is 0.31%. 2023, there is 0.34%. 2024, a year, 0.9. But translating to normal 1 to 3 in hundreds, thousands. Not only this, they will refer to all ourselves. One case is any concept for next level to go and increase the number, to go and increase the waiting time. See, it may just have normal be very well, it will improve at a lower cost than a higher facility. That is what these figures are showing. But we have to go a step further. Now you can say, whilst all these coverages are improving, what is the quality of the services? The services that ISE deliver, are we getting it? We are sure, say, at the end of the year annual performance, these are the questions that we answer.
Hypertension and diabetes.
nneɛma bebree na yɛsan so hwɛ mu a yɛtumi sɛ baabi wɔ hɔ a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ nneɛma yie sɛn nea yɛayɛ no nti yɛte ha sɛ nea yɛtoato adwene sɛ baabi a yɛtɔ sii no kwan bɛn na yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛhyɛ mu de na yɛbisa yɛn ho sɛ deɛ anammɔntoto na yɛatu a ɛbɛma yɛtumi ama obi a ɔwɔ bu no east ɔmo wɔ sene east ne ɔmo wɔ kintampo north nkyɛnkyɛn na yɛana hospitals and health centers bebree mbɛn ɔmo no kwan bɛn na yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛtumi de ayarehwɛ ama ɔmo wɔ kwan pa so time a ehia paa na seesei no Ghana Health Service ne Ministry of Health ɛne yɛapamfo ɛwɔ health insurance ɛne ɔmo maka nyinaa yɛyɛ biribi a yɛfrɛ no networks of practice ne kyerɛ sɛ yɛsosɔ yɛn nsa yɛyɛ abusuakuo baako sɛ yɛfiri aban aso yɛyɛ anaasɛ yɛayɛyɛ yɛnkorankora adwuma na yɛka no pɔtɔ kasa mu private sector sɛ ne yɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛka yɛn nsa bom na mpɔtam bi a yɛwɔ biara na yɛahwɛ nipa a ɛwɔ hɔ ɛwɔ ɔmo apɔmuden mu sɛne yɛbɛyɛ a biribi ɛntɔsini anaasɛ ɔmo ho ɛnkyere ɔmo.
Executive Director Emma Africa Education Watch Onmonyafo Kofi Asare ene wakasa se ehu hia ye pa se ye de emamru nu ebefa ekuaye mu entem
kuaman agrek no Efya Frimpomaah hwe nipa ye dwuma wo man mu nyina dodo na ye dwuma agricultural sector. Apart from that no so no your education system na ye hwehwe no ye hwehwe system no for the future. Me buy a curriculum is any practical agriculture be as a compulsory subject. In fact, I agree any subject in the curriculum at the basic level, and it's at the basic level, and yet compulsory subjects. Now, and yet practical agri can say you say this ye queer. Say they see dria, say they see nyai moi. A be nimu. And into say any school farms near there, any aqualabia who acquire fast with dria at there. Quite fast so a fool, quite fast so nye I am one idea. And over bois ama so munia on many interest our Greek mu. Maybe I mean who say a bit challenging a teacher for a betre. Now so no Ministry of Agric and the Ministry of Education a bit nabumuna your science teachers no your mom special training in practical agriculture. So the easy do idea. So the AC nature idea, so the AC harvest idea. Now I try to the AC apply fertilizer, a basic practical agriculture. And you know idea, sir, capacity building and skills training no, or meet me I am a science teachers no. So the be a science teacher be a rebellion sir or say who na or meet me the actual practical agriculture I want the junior high school. Yanka say agriculture no, practical agriculture no. Yankola ni na nkoye kuya yanka say, but man no some basic knowledge be a it will ginger or more interest, okay, in farming. And you know, say a culture, sir, near now, better say, okay, me fear say, because you juma, because you are carpentry, because you answer this year, because you answer doing a bow, Musa, a very good step. But never say, trainer say, and yet compulsory, optional. We want to see a compulsory agri subject, and yet examinable. Yeah, examine, but a bare foundational course. In the junior high school, sir, and no baby na benya senior high school. Now the foundational. So they be sa basic skills be here no. Obia and sabe can be at that level.
Aya po yebe home kase bono so na yakwaje abo afon krat so yebe.
Agora mindful, where the demo de mamo, aha, a light enterprise. I wa so kind city light junction. In your maybe I do mujuma tail light, headlight, front and back bumpers, front grill, down grill. There's also on side light no travigators. There's on fog light and so. Either light na spec light, charger, normal, American type, Japan type, China, na your party now of the light enterprise. Where the trauma, some beba abuso kind city light junction, mother should share the light enterprise, that money ye dijuma. The one on person to do no one can some cotton so you will also sakesi I have your mama. I had the man conform person moon to no more cotton. Yes, answer delivery nationwide. Say a Christian, a Kumasi, a Takrade, a North, a Taka, a Honey, delivery ma. I did be a person fan spare car. Your shame say only the light enterprise about the Juma. Your special discount via my Diamond TV as your phone na. Into fair numbers to now cast a number no Diamond TV. Your special discount via your Tisudma. Your shame sounded the light enterprise by the Yojuba. The light enterprise, your satisfaction is our priority.
So whoop Ben Light Enterprise, a trap find ya waboso kind City Light Junction Honoma, and I so bit me a friend penny for 0247 888591 and 0245 966 186 0599 640 186 and number 0530 122 484. Ben Light Enterprise Sebra. I inspect your car and farm out.
Hello, Midofo Rose. Diamond Grand Ray Estate 4. And I'm a meniaji say you. And then Misuma ye land owner. Say ebano land promotions in Quadia. Diamond Grand Ray Estate ye number 1. Make us say ya promotion air cost of the day. Very huge discount. Yes. And you don't come Dentura. As I say ye 28,000. Ye di about 22,000. Obey my 18,000. Ye di about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Omunsasi niya ye genuine. No longer, no litigation. Who pass asia any insuumudia and the insutobre and also to asase. Intimedia dance say Diamond Grand Ray Estate. Ye number 1. Omo payment plan. Will be to mutual and kakra. Promotion where first 10 people ebe to asase. Ebenya 10 bags of cement, blocks, any free documentation. Won't pay we now pay then. Free one see 0552 487 385.
before yes Samuel will be biara akwaba biom Diamond Kasia su enye yet to a Kasia bonus so dia na Oman Ghana and the World Bank kasha bosse aya dia wo de $155 million ebeboa esi Oman Ghana yen coastal areas no amano etim ho. Minister of MESIT Mrs. Ophelia Mensah Hayford ede sembi ebetu dwa ewo dwumedie no ase a wo kire se eyadia yen coastal areas no efa o help mu inte yadia project we ebeboa yie papa what so eka se project yi ebeboa mbia bi to say Kole Lagoon Densu Delta and Afensuketa Lagoon Complex.
Ghana's coastal areas are facing significant environmental challenges. The most pressing of it is the alarming rate of erosion. Various reports indicate that the rate of coastal erosion in Ghana ranges between 2 to 5 meters per annum, with some locations experiencing up to 17 meters of erosion every year. This severe degradation is further compounded by frequent flooding due to high storm tides, which directly results from rising sea levels induced by climate change. Every year, an average of 500,000 people in Africa are affected by aggravated coastal erosion, flooding, and pollution. These coastal disasters threaten the physical landscape and destabilize our coastal community socio-economic fabric. The situation along the coast of Ghana has further been exacerbated by climate change in Ghana. This project is not just about mitigating environmental damage, it is about creating opportunities for job and wealth creation, thus contributing to the overall socio-economic development of our nation.
The WACA project aims to improve the resilience of targeted communities and regions along the coast, safeguarding both livelihoods and ecosystems. It is financed with a $150 million World Bank IDA credit, as well as a Pro-Blue grant of $5 million. This substantial financial support underscores the commitment of the World Bank and its partners to ensuring that Ghana's coastal areas are protected and resilient for future generations. Ghana will significantly benefit from leveraging the successes and lessons learned under the first phase of the WACA program, which was
General Emma Social Security and the National Insurance Trust are trying to our net. Onwanya for Kofi or Safoma for NNA WACA say and check cross net a Babco digital.
Personal, immediate technology improving your humanity. As a name, so Usha, Misha Hasia, will be a grateful. Jumediano, Cecil Grano, any computer should be no fool. So, as Usha, it be 10-15 years ago. But not just quick machines, I can see be a commercial contributors, a young tool. And I say, I'm to power best of the mind. Intino Jumediano, Jumedia, as I said, baby, technology as a percent or more my contributions, and then or more your pensions, mom. Be a be easier more. And in the essential part, I don't know, technology, discussions near your operations divisions, and you're making sure, sir, you bit me, use technology, I improve it, you co-branch your department, your compliance department. Is almost workers, contributions, compliance department in the establishments and Saturday cry go to see if you some of the public sector organizations
Enrubone a ebefie mu ewo wo man Ghana ebie bi etwa mu na enede ya prosecute court ama ho kwan say yenko sese ni nyina enede ya ne mo kase die na chese court officials please and I say Environmental Protection Authority edi enima sanu boni nyina won access nyina
Jumedie ay enkrofobia nomdi we any cocaine edi di juma na police fo achi omu e di asem ne ba court ahwehwem na ene court si yambra na ambassadors anema no ebinum ye we na cannabis any cocaine cases not ebinum started from 2020 that's in and the time I hear cases as a mre na ya abuabu ni nyina no ansa na ya ba di say do no de me de kata bi amamo media ebinum ye raps na ebinum so ye sax cannabis sax no 242 sax.
Ghana National Gas Company NNA wakasa atwe Ghana for say maintenance awo mo eba beye no enya de a ebe ha yen ka ne asem kra da bi dum so bia enka ho head of corporate communications awoda Ghana Gas ano Mr. Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempa and of course echemu say sa ensatraye no eba bebo Ghana yipa
activities of Ghana Gas. The maintenance team have a lot of equipment. And as part of the equipments we have, we do regular maintenance on all equipments. There are some equipments that you need to do maintenance on, but you need to shut down the plant. So you assemble all of them or you compact all of them through our planning department and schedule and do a maintenance on. And we seek approval from the Energy Ministry to shut down to address all these maintenance challenges. Before any work will be done as well, there is an assessment from all departments in meetings in connection as well with other departments from external companies or our stakeholders. And then we have those discussions as our chief executive officer has been the head to look at the jobs that needs to be done. We look at the cost component of it, the risk assessment of it. We look at the jobs that we might have to consider to defer, and we look at the consequences of deferring. Some of the jobs might not need to defer, and we have to address them during a shutdown maintenance. And that's what we've done for this 2024 shutdown maintenance. Today is our 7th day, and we're almost about 60+% of the schedule completed.
Ghanaian engineers, any Ghana for a year, the Abua, Edin Sakrayaba, Serebeya plant maintenance, protocol, safety protocols, FASO. The money Ghana gas processing plant ye na fe sakraya ye pese ye ma processing plant ni timigina na aso na nyoma ese ye nyina akoso bia akoso nti mu behu ya ye dem call round to say be mu behu every activity that we are doing here say be ya bibia no mu behu timelines ayama no ye de ye adwuma say 17 days plant maintenance we do so aye ho adwuma on the 17th of this month, plant will come back to normal. The advice from the engineers and the lifespan of the various equipment, as we go along, a machine is a creme. You are now to be a filter, be now a change a creme, pair the advice and then the lifespan of the materials idea jumano said a car city no or now car no filter or so change oil now then your message said the same thing applies to the machine can say you were dropping back why you be at 2 more a free yes sankopa oil filter day from a jar air core at the akoma in Amkania and Tino said you no idea you're planning well how you're managing with the ministry and all industry players they are aware of what we are doing, and definitely that's what is happening at the moment.
Ghana Fire Service and Kravata I will be chem I know I will a half month mu and then they what the other strategy so Ghana are buying enim saying Kebeya fire extinguishers I would one fabi and copy mu was so kwa who dominate me and more and more frano bambo.
A janso so a idea a dinner be brain. And see your pese unyansa no dumano no unyanim dia ya faso edumja. And see you say sanim dia we and say ye di etna classroom nko I was say de ba bonten na afoforo nso enya hu faso. Na jano said ye di kan aka ho asem no e wo jana hodo bebre ba ku wo ho a ye fa na institutional fires a eno de say schools ni institutions ja etotom ye hu say oko school bi ma won say nkra bebre e wo ho but omunim nimdie bi afa ja ho nti ye say ye beba ye school we mu na ya be demonstration achiro mo simulation exercise e de achiro mo no mo say eja ebetimi ato ha ebre bia na omaye prepared na afen so omasua de kwanya ye fa so edumja nti ye be fa akwanya we so na yesra Ghana ban se enka yemma atichafo entitiye ene schoolfo no mpo entitiye kwanya ye fa so dumja na afen so ehu akade yemfa emma won
I said the school din at ye no Global Institute of Mines Safety into safety and mine bo ehu enti ena omode edu ha ye church the school for no ye hia say jato ba bia ko be fa so afre ofre ya na ba be eje afre oyenemu samri ya me no ka say ja atoto e wota no south ya no free January na be pem samre 11 this ana etie to the compare last year na this year e form challenge wa kese e pa ne say most at times no prankos ka prankos wa first call the local numbers here one on so no ibu a obe frɛ no na o hwɛ ya fidie no sɛ de esi kombrika esi fa obu also obe frɛ no na o teste ya ho de efa wo yesa de dikan wo endenja ye yetosumi no wo hwɛ sɛ fu ebeshi
na minim se jatoka ma yembie animo no but true hanom no mahu se jatoka ma mem start ana ntumi kan ko bie animo na abra wonne ayi kwan befa so a obedum no bia
ye dwuma de ne se ye pese ye sua heavy duty ye dey operate e mining sectors nti ene ya ba ha se ye besua fire safety e kwan ye besi fa so adum yeja Neja dum no me ba ha ma hu se eja no ye bedum a ahyase na na no ma ye wa ha de ye betimi de dum na ebro ye so a ya frɛ odum jafo na fire service for no mo so aba bedum jana ma ye
Abusuafo ye to akase bone so a na arehosem a eboboba efiri ne ba junction e twese ka ne number eye GN512818 na wanya enkwanhia na ade a ereho ewo enkwanhia wanya imu ne se kyese ka na ahwefom no ehu hia nipa ewo krom ho no nanso enwo na ewo ka nim ne de wo mo asese biye pa
Media. When your car number? Small boy. Maybe I say I don't be a manager. What do you do? Where when you? Sing out me alone. What boy will? I take you one feet. You only have a company. Additional to the pay, no shoot that. Oh, this area.
What do you say?
Ini kau makan kira. Mas, ini kau makan kira. Tiga fún wa o.
Abusiafo ya rekwosam papa esanse wo hwe senia ade no ekosiba ya de na chese nipa ngoni ende an mafia wa boka
papa susu na Ghana for de accident esi ake ya yese nka mo de mo ha mo ho kra mfrem pe
bo mani mo ya de nyomfo
na enwo ya mo sise ya bena
Amba so ne so dia ye bia ne hwe nkanka wona ogbo mpe bia
no e wo fom a
then na o ka ne ya fachi
na bisa ho se nke gas bi na explode so e
se ne de gaga na fo dia nim nyansa gas de ya fo ngo de ye be kon ewe ahwefo ha ene brebe ma ye kwan na ye de kasebo ni nyina ebeba na wie ye ansa ne ye be kon no ma ye hwe nsomadi akotene e wo kasebo ni mu abi mampanye na nado dankwa akufu ado e de atedwa se Ghana ya boy humode ye papa esan se esan o haw ne amane ye fem e wo ye na mamu hu no enya de ya to kebi mami kebi na pesi 1992 constitution no atwene
Ghana National Gas Company ene wona akasa
afensu na na ama ayensu asara wo toso miensa akire mu se amanfo asema mo kafa na po hu se na po mu ade ne ade no kwa biara enim
akwanhia esi ewo Winneba Junction
ye ine nsama hudu bi ene na nwume ye boabo ano a ye de besomo ewo Diamond Kasia so ye de aseda no ebe ma Diamond Ground Real Estate and after Diamond Ground Travel and Tour esan se wo mo ene boy ye chiton papa Diamond Ground Real Estate oni Diamond Ground Travel and Tour nyina upe woni tra kwan ya Owala Pass Tabora number 5
Golden Touch Beauty Center so efrefro ai wanim na pimples egugu a wuhu de obeye no sebra na ontwiti efama na so obenya ade nyina ache se otu ase kra enti wenechi akwan ewo New Makola shopping mall inside honoma obehu Golden Touch for bora honom no munye ofan
afenso no eye Hajjusly Empire was so ready atete pasa de bra that's a supplement ahodo de be ma na aboa we de no be ma obi upenechi akwan a Owala Pass abeka kwan na so oni total filling station no in addition no
Aseda fabrics and so efrefre was sebra na beto fabrica efe na efo ai mekanisa na minim de meka fabrics no efe na efo renecha kwan e New Makola shopping mall inside one ma one Methodist book depot enedi ehwe ni mu bora honom na jo fabric
afa so do Ben Light Enterprise so se kanka ne papa efie was ope sa spec ka na ye fe na di mudia fa wani ebetwem e wona se ye ne twa kwan owo enkran aboso kai City Light Junction honoma aboafo yi adaroma ene nanyume ye de Diamond Kasia ebesom akenkanfo eyeme mouse kwanyo meni menua ba
Efya Frimpomaah
yakramo mukamo
si woni